morning, everyone. Today we are going to study about transportation in human beings. This is a diagram of human heart. In the second diagram, you can see lungs are situated above the human heart, and below the human heart there are different organs of human body. So let us discuss about the working of the heart. As you all know, the upper chambers of the human heart are known as atrium, and the lower chambers of the human heart are known as ventricle. So there are four chambers in the human heart which are divided by separating wall, which is known as septum. When the left atrium relaxes, oxygenated blood from the lungs flows into it through the pulmonary vein. As I told you, all the veins carry deoxygenated blood, but there is an exception. Pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood. When left atrium contract, the left ventricle expand and the blood flows into it. Then the left ventricle contract and the oxygenated blood is pumped out through the main artery, that is aorta, to all parts of the human body. The valve present between left atrium and left ventricle is mitral valve or bicuspid valve. After circulating the blood through all parts of the body, the deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium through the main vein, that is vena cava. When the right atrium contracts, the right ventricle expands and the blood flows into it. Then the right ventricle contracts and the blood is pumped to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. In the lungs, carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is absorbed, and the oxygenated blood again enters the left atrium and the process repeats. Since blood flows through the heart twice in one complete cycle, that's why we call it as double circulation. Lymph is another colorless fluid present in intercellular spaces. It is formed from the plasma, which escape from the capillaries. Lymph drains into lymphatic capillaries, which forms lymph vessels and joins into large veins. Lymph transport digested fats and drain excess fluids from intercellular spaces back into the blood. It contains lymphocytes, which kills germs and protect the body. Heart of mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and fishes. In your previous class, you have read about classification of chordates or classification of vertebrates. So when we discussed classification of vertebrates, we read about 5 classes: Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, that is birds, and mammals. The heart in mammals. You all are familiar that the human heart or the heart of mammals is of 4 chambered. There is, and in the birds also, the heart is 4 chambered. There is an exception in the class Reptilia. All the reptiles have 3 chambered heart, but there is an exception, that is crocodile have 4 chambered heart. So in mammals and birds, they have 4 chambered heart, and the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is separated by a dividing wall, that is septum. This prevents mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood and provides sufficient supply of oxygen. It is necessary because birds and mammals needs constant source of energy to maintain their body temperature. The heart in amphibia and reptiles, they have 3 chambered heart and allows some mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood because they do not use energy to maintain their body temperature. Their body temperature is the same as the temperature of the surrounding. That's why we say that the amphibians and reptiles are cold-blooded, whereas birds and mammals are warm blooded. The heart in Pisces or fishes. They have two chambered and blood is oxygenated in the gills. Thank you.